On the 28th of May is Menstrual Hygiene Day worldwide. So I'm going to throw a question to you. Brian, let me start with you. You have a sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you talk about menstruation with her, maybe?
I would like to say no. How do you start the topic? Hello, do you menstruate?
Okay, no, I know it's not like that, but don't you think you should know about these things now?
I think we should know about them, and I think we should be able to talk about them, right? It's about the reproductive health of our sisters, right? It's natural and it's normal. No one should be ashamed of speaking about it. And I think there's a lot of male chauvinism that's around this topic, okay? And it's covered. Let's hope we can, just uncover it slowly by slowly. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brian. Doreen, I don't want to put it in the perspective of if you are there or you're not yet there. But do you ever talk about things like menstruation openly?
A lot.
A lot?
Yes.
I love it. Tell us more.
Especially in school, because we usually have a debate. Let me not call it a debate, but just a conversation between girls in the school. And so we just talk about these things and how we're supposed to go about it, and what we should do and what we should not do. And it's really not something that I can say it is a shaming or something like that, because to me communication is the most important thing. So if I get to know something that I did not know, it helps me to adjust my to adjust myself. Okay,
Doreen, just a minute. Are you in any way in a girls' school?
Yes.
So it's a completely girls' school?
Not actually.
It's a mixed school, right? And the talk is only for girls. Somehow, do you also involve the boys?
Yeah, because I understand in our primary school, we may God forgive us, but we used to make a lot of fun for girls when they are being given those stuff. So do you guys like talk to the boys and then tell them like this is a normal thing and stuff?
Do you involve them in those talks?
Yeah, because even when we go there to get the pads, they do not ask questions, or they are really good. They never bother us. They understand. And that's because we are involving them. Even when you learn science in class 6, we don't say that boys stay away, we want to learn this topic, right? See, we just do it as a class.
Yeah, as a class.
Yes.
Yeah, Santis. It means we're moving on as children of Kenya. Yes. Daisy.
Yep.
Do you ever talk about things like menstruation, the use of pads openly?
Yeah, for me, in primary, I found it, like in the primary school in which I was in, a mixed one in fact, because most primary schools are mixed, you'll find it not something you could discuss about, because like let's say when girls are given pads in school, you will find boys can even sneak into girls' bags and take them and like just play with them in class. So it was like never a point of like discussion in class, but whenever you have this chance for like life skills, that's where you could discuss it as a class. But there's a way boys took it as not a good thing and like a funny thing. So like if you'll find, let's say a girl is in like, let's say class 5 and she has started them already, she'll be the talk of the school. Because first of all it will seem shocking to them, but for us we know it's normal. But for like the boys in school, they'll see it like it's something you've grown old too fast.
Yeah, it looks quite weird.
But like right now in high school, you'll find you have like a girls' school, like the one in which I'm in. You'll find the discussion is more open because you'll engage yourselves and you have a female class teacher. So even let's say like during your life skill lesson, or you like have a free lesson, you discuss about those things. So you even learn more, like how should I say it, if you don't know something, you get to know something else. Like you learn a lot from it.
Well, thank you so much. Yes, Brian, now I'm coming to you. Now we have talked in the perspective of the boys making fun and even stealing the pads. Who does that? Why? Anyway, the boys stealing the pads. Now, what can you say about sex education itself being included as part of the curriculum in schools?
Oh, thank you so much, Omar. Because let me just say something first of all when it comes to menstrual health. I think for me personally, why? Because I think I was unfortunately I was one of those boys who are making fun, and I think it's because I was taught what it is and why it happens, but I was not told that it's supposed to happen and it's normal and it's not a bad thing, you see. As in, our curriculum only covers what it is and why it happens. It doesn't cover it's a normal thing. It doesn't cover it's part of growth and development, okay? So I think we should involve that in our curriculum. Now when it comes to sex education, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, personally for me, I guess it wasn't.
You didn't do CBC, so.
Yeah, I guess that's the point.
It's not the CBC. It's 844 system.
Yeah.
It's still the same system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we were sleeping.
I remember our teacher was like this. I think it was in class 6. That is where you learn about science, no? And our teacher was like, yeah, menstruation happens. He was a man, so he was also quite sensitive about the topic. He was like, the ladies will ask, let's move on. He did that. You see, so for us, it was something we should not talk about. I mean, the teacher was not ready to talk about it. So, yeah.
So, as our teacher, he did this. The laughing thing was there, and he just left the boys laugh. Like, yeah, you can laugh about it, but at the end of the day, you need to know about this.
It's a lady. It's a lady or a man.
It's a man.
It's a man.
Yeah.
I guess we're evolving.
So if you
for the better, yeah.
Yeah, if you you need to know about it as much as you're gonna laugh or do whatever, but you just need to get the information.
Because commonly in high school, biology is taught by men. If
Oh, yeah,
you notice it.
Oh yeah, but our teacher was also
Biology is taught by men in high school because it engages them more to showing us, like in a girls' school, showing us that when he was a boy, he learnt about it and got interest of knowing more about it. So you find that they are the ones teaching biology in high school.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the program, but I'm going to throw a question to each and every single one of you. Answer in like 20 seconds. I want you to give me your parting shot about sexual and reproductive health. Like, just give me your general comment and tell me if you think contraceptives are good or bad. I'm going to start with you, Daisy.
In one way they are good. The contraceptives, in one way they are good, and in another way they are bad. Because as I had earlier said, they can cause health issues in a bad way, and in a good way it helps you to abstain from like the sickness and
Thank you so much, Daisy. Brian.
For me personally, I represent a lot of children, not just boys, children in general, boys and girls. So I think as an adolescent myself, I would love for contraceptives to be introduced. Not just contraceptives, Omar, contraceptive and contraceptive measures. Okay, the learning bit, not just the tools as you said them. Okay, give me the tools and teach me how to use them.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brian. Yes, Doreen.
To me, I will say no, because what makes me a child and what makes my mom a mother or an adult. So if I may say they introduce those contraceptives, like I won't be like a child.
You won't be here.
Yeah, and it makes what makes us different. It's because I am a child. I need to abstain. That is the most powerful weapon you have, and that's the only powerful weapon you have as a child. And then when you are like maybe 18 and above age, that is where the contraceptives should be there. But if I say I use me as a child, I use them, it's not actually that I'm saying they are bad, but what if now this immorality it will be high, and these things like pornography and this stuff will be too much to handle in our society.
Thank you so much, Doreen. That's according to Doreen. Actually, Doreen, you've summed it up well. We as children, we have a responsibility to ensure that we protect ourselves. We stay away from things that do not concern us. Actually, at the age before 18, we actually should talk about this, but let's focus more on our education. But I also do propose we get things like this education so that we can get to know about these things at an early age. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can keep the conversation flowing at our social media platforms at Mtoto News, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can also find me at all social media platforms at OmarHamed83. This program airs every Saturday at 8 p.m. on Lookup TV and airs every Sunday at 8 p.m. on Mtoto News YouTube channel. For now, we say goodbye.